Okay, today I just found out my car won't start because of the low battery, 11.66 volts. I'm going to use the Fanttik T8 Max to jump start the car, then use the Noco Genius 10 to recharge the car battery. So I don't have to keep the engine running. Let's see how this goes. This is what it looks like when I depress the brake and start the engine. It's not gonna start. It just beeps, and this thing totally changed the behavior. I cannot even depress the brake anymore. This is definitely a battery issue. So I checked it again. It dropped to 5.8 volts. Well, let's do this. So I'm going to connect the red to positive. And the black to negative. The black to negative. And now it shows start, automatically powers on. 8 volts, 7 volts, 14 volts. It looks like it is constantly supplying power to the battery. Now I have to go back to the driver's seat and start the engine. Hopefully this works. Oh yes! You guys hear that? Amazing! Yeah, that worked like, yeah, it worked really quickly. Now let's measure the voltage. I can disconnect it, of course. Now the engine should be kicking in and start charging the battery. 14.17 volts according to the power meter. All right, so I can disconnect those. And now I'm gonna turn off the engine and use this Noco Genius 10 battery charger maintainer to recharge my car battery, so I don't have to waste my gas. So if you are in this kind of situation outside, not at home, then you can just keep driving the car and the engine will recharge the battery. Since I'm just not going to be using the car today, so I will just use this to recharge the car. I'm going to turn it off. So I connected the positive to positive, negative to negative, and connected the Noco Genius 10 charger. Let's see what happens. I got a power meter connected to the extension cord. 0.3 watts. It may increase. Looks like it is trying to determine the battery status first, then the charging wattage is going up. Since it can support a maximum of 10 amps, I think it's gonna reach more than 120 watts. Look at that. The number is increasing. It is worth noting that this is a really advanced, fast charger. You can also use it to repair batteries. It can be used to charge 12 volt AGM batteries up to 230 amp hour, and a 6 volts battery, 12 volts battery repair. Well, that's over 100 watts now. I'm going to show you a bit more details here. So you can use the mode button to cycle through the 12 volts regular AGM, the deep cycle batteries, the 12 volt lithium ion batteries, and press and hold for 3 seconds to go over here to use it as a 12 volt power supply at 13.6 volts constant, and you can use it to repair batteries that is below 1 volts for example. It's quite heavy. There's a bracket accessory which is included to mount it on the wall. There's an indicator to show the charging status. If the battery is dead, it will have a bad battery and indicator on, and reverse polarity feature is there. Prevention. Oh, it's 153 watts. That's a lot of power. So the battery should be ready to use in maybe 10 hours. I think 10 hours. And more details on this jump starter from Fanttik. You can use it to charge laptops too. There's a USB Type-C bidirectional port, which means it can be used for charging and discharging, to charge battery the laptop at 100 watts max. USB Type-A port to charge phones, tablets. And there's a flashlight feature too. Well, let me power it back on. Long press to power on. The flashlight feature is neat, and the strobing mode, SOS. I think SOS. Yes, SOS is there. Oh, there's an important feature I forgot to mention, that it allows for override mode, 3 seconds to force jump if the battery is really low, like under 3 volts, 3 volts, or 1 volt. And then as soon as it starts, the engine will take over to recharge. I think I started around maybe 80%, I forgot. So after I used it twice to move the car here to close to the garage, and it's down to 56%. It can be used to jumpstart trucks too. The gas engine up to 10 liter and diesel up to 8.0 liter. This is a massive and really powerful jump starter. Yeah, highly recommended. Can be done in a matter of seconds, right? If we check the voltage right now, let's see. The voltage is 13.95 volts. Yeah, this is good. It is getting recharged from the wall power outlet. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you find this video helpful. And I also want to point out, you can get slower chargers like Noco 2 and 5 amps version. 1 amp version is also available. They charge slower and don't have the advanced repairing features.